Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is a Montazah from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson. Um, haven't figured out what I was going to entitle this lesson, but it's about eating bullshit. Okay. All right, so the other day I was at a doctor's appointment, a chiropractic appointment, and one of the patients that was there, they were talking about eating detestable things, okay? And it immediately made me think back to the show Fear Factor. So in this show, the Fear Factor, you can Google it. They had the contestants eating all types of abominable things, all type of insects, all type of live insects, parasites. They were eating what do you call that? Larvae. They were eating larvae of insects. Oh my God, they were eating all kind of stuff, worms, just pathetic stuff. Okay. Um, I've met Edomites that have eaten live squid. Okay, live squid, literally. All right, and one of the things this woman was talking about eating when she was a kid, I had said in a previous video that whenever her mother used to make burgers, she would always get one burger patty of raw ground beef, just raw, uncooked. She always wanted to have one. She wanted it seasoned up, and she used to eat that raw ground beef. This shit is detestable, bro. But this is what they do. All right, and so here is right here. Let's see, beef tenderloin tartare. Yeah, that's what she called it. She says it's just like tartare. Well, I wouldn't know. Shit, I don't eat that shit. Doctor reveals disgusting risk of eating sushi as Hawaii tourists. So here you got tapeworms in the raw fish that people eat all the time as sushi. Let's take a look at this. It says eating undercooked pork can lead to body and brain riddled with tapeworm larvae, a condition called cystic cirrhosis. Cystic cirrhosis. The larva, which can form cysts in various tissues and organs, can travel to different parts of the brain, including muscles and liver and lungs and even the brain, before decaying and potentially causing infections. How it happens: eating pork containing Salakia, Tania solium larva, the pork tapeworm, introduces the larva into the body. Larval migration. The larva can travel through the body and form cysts in various tissues, including muscles and liver, lungs, and brain. Cyst formation. The larvae encapsulate themselves within cyst, a condition known as cystic cirrhosis. Potential infections. If cysts decay, they can lead to localized or systemic infections. Okay. All right. So every day in this truth, everything is related back through the scriptures, everything you deal with, everything you come across, all the conversations you have, it just makes you think about the word, right? And what we can and can't do, what we should be doing, people's spirits, through these scriptures, right? Um, there's certain the scriptures constantly ring out, right? This is Leviticus 11:45. For I am the Lord Yahweh that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt to be your power. Ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the law of the beast, and of the fowl, and of every living creature that moveth in the waters, and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth, to make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. All right, so the Lord Yahweh, our power, okay, gave us laws, statutes, and commandments, all right, for us to live by in the sight of the nations. All right. And the scripture says that these nations would see us and say, what power is so great that he would be near and dear. Let me get the scripture because I'm killing it. All right. Let me get that. Sight of the nations. All right. Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So this is Moses talking to the children of Israel. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Lord Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? Okay? Let me see. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. Okay? All right. So the point here, of course, is that the Lord gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments in the sight of these nations, that they gonna look at it and say, "Man, these people, boy, they something else, man." The Lord then gave them all kind of wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, this is wisdom and knowledge to keep your dumb ass from getting tapeworms, okay, and infestations that could kill you, okay. So that's what this is all about. See, a Christian will tell you that everything is good with prayer and thanksgiving. All right. And what that does is justify them and allow them to eat pork. But the Lord had unclean animals and he had clean animals. All right. This is Leviticus 11 and 1. And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth, whatsoever parted the hoof, and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Let me see. I got this do not disturb on. Yeah. All right. Verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. All right, that's talking about rabbits. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch, they are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. And all that have not fins and scales, in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Okay? So they shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. So we're not supposed to eat squids and um, lobsters and shrimp. We're not, and oysters and clams. We don't supposed to eat those things. All right. Leviticus. Let me see. Oh, that was an accident. I think I double. Yeah, I double pasted that. Let me skip down here to 41. Yeah, I double pasted that. Shouldn't have did that. I'm gonna skip down to 41. All right. And every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten. Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever have more feet among all creeping things that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination. Ye shall not make yourselves abominable with any creeping thing that creepeth, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them, that ye should be defiled thereby. All right, and so this show fear factor is an example of Esau, right, making people abominable. Right, that's what they're doing. They eating all kind of abominable things. If you're an Israelite, all right, that right there would definitely, all right, have you in abomination eating this bullshit. Okay, and see, that's why we have laws, so we don't do it. And these people have all kind of sicknesses and health crises and stuff like that. All right, because they're heathens. They don't have the spirit of the Lord in them, and they have no idea. All right, of how to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. But in the kingdom, they're gonna have to follow it because they're gonna get a foot up their ass if they don't. All right, so hell, I don't really have a title. I don't have a real title. Stop eating bullshit. That's really what it is. I'm not gonna say stop eating bullshit. Dietary laws, fear factor. Yeah, it should be a fear factor that you can get an infestation, okay, of these parasites in your system. Okay, that should be a fear factor. So that's the name of this lesson: dietary laws and fear factor. I pray it's been edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.